Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and I thought I'm gonna let the Grays pop on this one because Old Man Burmis gonna tell you about a man named Old Man Biden, and Old Man Burmis, maybe he's not as sharp and as ready to fight as he was in his mid-20s, early 30s, but maybe he's gained a little wisdom. Hopefully he will never decline to the point of Old Man Biden, at least not mentally, because, oh my goodness, it is so apparent right now in every single interview, every single appearance, that this man is not only not fit to run the country or pretend to run the country, let's be frank, right? He's not fit for any of that, but he doesn't know what's going on. He has visible cognitive decline. We played earlier in the week the video of him introducing himself after taking off a mask and forgetting where he was. Okay, that was last week. And obviously this one has gone around social media, but they're doing their best again to suppress it because every time the man talks, it's very apparent that he no longer has the ability to... I mean, we're just going to let you watch the videos, guys. And then on the other side, about an hour and a half ago, he just released a video about how young and hip he used to be, and he's driving a fast car. It's really bizarre, all this pre-produced propaganda that is so hollow and so easy to see through at this point that I feel like we're living in a bad In Living Color sketch from the 90s. Like that, I feel like this is like a Jim Carrey character, right? That is visibly senile, but for some reason, we're all pretending he's not. Maybe what I just said is harmful. I don't know. But we're working on, almost 4 months of being fully demonetized. $5, $10, $15, big donors. Thank you so much. It's how I keep it going. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter, where you can also... Let's go to my account. What's going on here? It's killing me. Sorry, guys. I was going to tell you to watch my documentary films because they're free in the documentaries playlist section. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Rockfin, and let's get to it. Just so everybody understands the face that he's making. It's not like I clipped it. That is the beginning of this clip. Right out of the gates, you know that he's extremely confused. I mean, he's having a rough time, and he's... constantly got this uncomfortable smile on his face, but I'll let you watch and we'll break it down as it goes. Because he also compares himself taking a cognitive test to the person who's interviewing him taking a test for cocaine before the interview, and he calls him, "What are you, a junkie?" And that's just the beginning. So this is a 94-second clip. You tell me if this is how sharp you would like somebody who's running for the President of the United States to look on national television.
Mr. Vice President, your opponent in this election, President Trump, has made your mental state a campaign topic. And when asked in June if you'd been tested for cognitive decline, you've responded that you're constantly tested in effect because you're in situations like this on the campaign trail. But please clarify specifically, have you taken a cognitive test?
No, I haven't taken a test. Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man. That's like saying before you got in this program, if you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not, what do you think, huh? Are you a junkie?
What do you say?
So he asks him about, the possibility of a cognitive decline and whether he's taken a test. And he infers it would be, again, the interviewer right beforehand taking a test for cocaine and asks him, "Are you a junkie?" But don't worry, it gets better.
To President Trump, who brags about his test and makes your mental state an issue for voters.
Well, if he can't figure out the difference between an elephant and a lion, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Did you watch that? Look, come on, man. I know you're trying to goad me, but I mean, I'm so forward-looking to have an opportunity to...
I'm so forward-looking to have an opportunity. He's not looking forward. He's forward-looking. He's not looking forward to that opportunity. He's forward-looking. Now, he'll continue to babble and, again, show this cognitive decline that he's laughing about.
To sit with the president or stand with the president in debates. There can be plenty of time. And by the way, as I joke with him, I shouldn't say it. I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say. Anyway, I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness, and to make a judgment about who I am.
Yeah, let's roll it back just a little bit before the little Yahoo logo. I mean, he literally can't say that he's physically and mentally fit to have the office. Let's go.
Debates. There can be plenty of time. And by the way, as I joke with him, I shouldn't say it. I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say. Anyway, I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness, and to make a judgment about who I am.
Again, I want people to understand that it was 90 seconds. That's what he looks like in 90 seconds. Now, this is some pre-produced propaganda that Biden's campaign tweeted out about an hour ago. Here we go.
I like to drive. I used to think I was a pretty good driver.
He's rocking Biden. Yeah!
I didn't get a chance to flash shift in the second. I was afraid I'd go through those guys.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. He's a young stud in a hot car.
We're talking about cars and what car you'd like to see come back.
I love this car. Nothing but incredible memories. Every time I get in, I think of my dad and Bo. God, can my dad drive a car? Oof. The thing I like most is the setup right here. And you feel like you're in complete control. This is just boom. Now, you stand in the front here.
Whoa, he's rocking.
This
Rockin'
is iconic
Joe.
industry. How can American-made vehicles no longer be out there? I believe that we can own the 21st century market again by moving to electric vehicles.
Sexy Joe.
And by the way, they tell me, and I'm looking forward, if it's true, to driving one, that they're making an electric Corvette and go 200 miles an hour. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, so they tried to spin that into American Made is making a comeback, and Joe Biden is hip and with it and driving fast cars. We're in the bizarro world, folks. We're here. 2020 is cartoon level, and we've been cartoon level for some time. Joe Biden, aside from being a complete establishment hack, right? One of their gangsters for quite some time. He's been on my radar even before he was vice president. Well before that. This guy is globalism. This guy is a minion of the predator class. And, at this point, you're watching puppet strings everywhere because he obviously doesn't have the mental faculties to be running anything. Listen, this guy couldn't successfully run a Wendy's right now. Let's be honest. Like DoorDash he wouldn't last a week at a Wendy's. All right, Joe Biden at this point in his career absolutely couldn't. He couldn't run a Taco Bell. Let him run the gamut. None of it. I wouldn't even dare give him like an Applebee's or a Chili's at this point. It's over. It's visibly over. And yet they're trying to sell you this guy who still hasn't picked who his vice president will be. Okay? So, guys, thumbs the video up, subscribe and share. Remember, I am fully supported by you and only you. The GoFundMe is how we do it, $5, $10, $15. It does mean the world to me. It's how we continue to do these videos. We could have sat here and talked about Joe Biden covering up 9/11 and Pakistan's role. We could have talked about him joking next to Richard Haass in the Council on Foreign Relations about that Ukrainian $1 billion, like literally talking about the things they were accusing the Trump administration of, and then somehow got him in that farce of an impeachment. We could talk forever about Joe Biden and his corruption. All right? But we don't even have to, because that's not even Joey B of old. We've talked about Joey B. That's old man Biden. And old man Burmis is telling you This is it. Like, we need to stand up and say, look, guys, I don't care how much you hate the other guy. What kind of respect do they have for you that they're running that guy who's obviously gone with his mental facilities, period. Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order, Define and Shade the Motion Picture. They're free right here, right now in the playlist section. You just go right here into playlists, check it out, down to documentaries, and they're all there. Right here behind my head, you can see Shade and so many more. And Rockfin is another great place to support me. Remember, there's a free exclusive on TikTok over there right now. It is not about left or right. It's about right and wrong. I love you guys. The grays are popping, guys. I'm getting older. And I'll see you on the flip.